As usual, now the Rockstar CEO is on the media train. Let's see what he's saying on CNBC.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Shares of video game maker Take-Two Interactive surging at the end of last week. The company came out with earnings and reiterated its guidance, saying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track to launch this fall. Joining us right now is Strauss Zelnick. He's the chairman and CEO of Take-Two Interactive. And
okay, keep in mind that he's likely to say very good things about GTA 6 here. CNBC is where all the CEOs and executives go to essentially pump their stocks usually, so let's see what he has to say. Strauss,
it was great news on the earnings. You had a smaller than expected loss, but I think the reason the stock took off is because you said, Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track. And that not only is great news for your company, it's in comparison to what we've seen from a lot of your competitors too. Where do things stand? What's going on?
Well, first of all, thank you. I actually think the quarter did speak for itself. We had great news with NBA 2K, which is up 30% year over year. Yeah. And I think, in this market, that was considered really great.
I love when Rockstar talks about other titles when it comes to their earnings reports, because clearly, obviously investors are somewhat interested in, their other IPs like 2K, Bully, Red Dead, obviously, but GTA 6 right now is the one that everyone cares about. I'm sure at this point a lot of fans are like, just talk about GTA 6, and I get it.
Great news. We also have an extraordinary release schedule in addition to Grand Theft Auto 6. So we have our regular titles, our annual titles, WWE coming, we have PGA Tour coming, of course NBA 2K coming again in early fall, and Borderlands 4 and Mafia. So we have a lot of great, and Civ 7 is tomorrow.
You do stand in contradiction to what we've seen from the rest of the industry. The rest of the industry has shown some disappointing results that have come through, and not a whole lot of excitement. What are you guys doing differently?
We're doing what we've been doing since the very beginning, which is trying to be the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient company in the entertainment industry. What really speaks to is our teams are really committed to that, not just the words, but the actions. And the results speak for themselves, which is we have the highest hit ratio in the business. Now, I say that today, we have to keep delivering that every day, and tomorrow's another day.
So Strauss Zelnick is one of the very few video game CEOs who can actually say this. Rockstar continues to deliver. Every single title has always been successful. You can't say that about Ubisoft. You can't say that about Activision. Take-Two is in a world of its own.
What about Zynga and mobile gaming at this point? Is that still the way to bring in particularly women?
It's still a huge business, and I still believe it will be the fastest growing part of the interactive entertainment business. And I like the fact that we address all demographics now, because mobile is about half of our net bookings. We also have a big new hit in mobile delivered by our Peak studio called Match Factory. By the end of the fiscal, should be our #2 title, which is amazing because creating new hits in mobile is really hard. Hit ratios are a lot lower in mobile, both for us and our competitors. But we have shown an ability to deliver new hits. The industry...
As irritating it is to not hear stuff about GTA 6 right now when he's talking, in fairness, the mobile part is really important. If you think about Activision Blizzard King being acquired for, I think it was $69 billion, that was largely... People think it was because of Call of Duty. It was because of King. They have Candy Crush. It's so important when it comes to revenue. So not as exciting as GTA 6, but still important.
Well, let's go back to Grand Theft Auto. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the biggest title of all time. Grand Theft Auto 6 is expected to be the largest to take over from 5 for that. What do you all put into it? What does it mean? What do you do to get ready for this?
Well, what Rockstar Games puts into all of their titles is a desire for creative perfection, which is why it takes a long time and why it's complex and, of course, nervous-making. We don't claim success till it occurs. You're right, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been the standard bearer, not just for our company, but for the industry over 3 generations. It's now sold in over 210 million units, which is extraordinary. Grand Theft Auto 6, what can I say? There's enormous anticipation both inside our company and in the marketplace as a whole. We couldn't be more excited.
I'm looking at the graphics right now. I mean, this is so different than when Grand Theft Auto 1 came out. How much of this is AI? And
keep in mind that oftentimes CNBC anchors are relatively out of date when it comes to especially new media, and GTA would be a very big part of new media. She's talking about GTA 1 as if that was recent. That was decades ago. I mean, GTA 5 released over a decade ago itself.
What can we do just in terms of where AI stands in the industry right now?
Well, we've been using digital tools since the very beginning. So I would say the interactive entertainment business is an innovator within what people call AI now. And I don't doubt that we'll continue to innovate. I think it's worth noting, though, that the genius is human. And the tools may be digital, but the creative genius is human.
But
that's very interesting, because he could actually go quite hard on the AI angle to get more investment, because realistically, AI being the buzz of 2024, 2025 more than likely as well, it's surprising that he didn't go into how efficient and how cutting edge the Rockstar AI tools are, instead simply saying, look, we've been using this technology for a while now, nothing's different except for we're in par with the rest of the industry in improving and pushing it forward.
There is an issue right now. SAG has a strike that started at the end of July. It's still ongoing for some of these titles that are out there. What does the future pose? The creative genius is human. How do you protect and pay those who are the humans?
We believe in protecting and paying human beings, and we believe that we ought to pay for their work if it's replicated by AI after the work is done. So we believe that that is the right thing to do. That we don't think it's the right thing to do to ask someone to perform once, use their work over and over again, and not pay for it. We don't think.
Interestingly, Rockstar made very clear last year that SAG-AFTRA strikes did not impact the release of GTA 6. I'm guessing, therefore, that the contracts that were affected by that weren't done at the same time as SAG-AFTRA. I think it was all done earlier in a different period.